The late 60s and early 70s, a time of social revolution and cultural change. But beneath the vibrant turmoil, a sinister shadow lurked in Northern California. A phantom who struck fear into the hearts of millions. A murderer who slipped through the fingers of justice time and time again. Known only by his chilling pseudonym, the Zodiac Killer. His reign of terror was marked not just by his brutal crimes, but by the eerie letters and cryptic ciphers he sent to the press, taunting the authorities, and adding an element of horror that gripped the nation. Welcome to the Zodiac Enigma. In this deep dive, we'll journey into the heart of one of America's greatest unsolved mysteries. We'll explore the confirmed killings, the perplexing ciphers, the suspects who walked free, and the investigative techniques used in a desperate bid to unmask this elusive killer. Join us as we attempt to unravel the enigma of the Zodiac Killer. Who was he? Why did he kill? And why, after all these years, does his legacy continue to haunt us? Stay tuned, keep your wits about you, and let's dive into the shadows of the past to uncover the mystery that is the Zodiac Killer. The late 60s and early 70s. A time of radical change, a time of freedom, a time of upheaval. The Vietnam War was raging, civil rights and feminist movements were at their peak, and the youth were questioning authority like never before. It was an era of counterculture and rebellion. Yet amid this backdrop of societal revolution, a dark figure emerged in the serene landscapes of Northern California, casting a long, terrifying shadow. Known only as the Zodiac Killer, this unidentified serial murderer terrorized the Bay Area, leaving a trail of victims and a series of chilling letters that would baffle investigators for decades. His confirmed victims, 5 in total, ranged from teenagers to young adults. Each was brutally attacked, their lives cut short in a senseless act of violence. Beyond these confirmed cases, speculation runs rampant. Some investigators argue there could be as many as 37 victims, each case bearing the Zodiac's signature mark of terror. The name Zodiac wasn't self-proclaimed. He earned this moniker from the cryptic letters he sent to the press, filled with strange symbols, ciphers, and a cross-circle signature that resembled the astrological symbol for the zodiac. These letters were not just a form of gloating, they were a challenge, a taunt to the authorities. A game of cat and mouse that the Zodiac seemed to relish. As we delve deeper into the enigma of the Zodiac Killer, we must confront the chilling reality of his brutal acts. The confirmed murders took place in and around the Bay Area, from the city streets of San Francisco to the remote lovers' lanes of Vallejo and Lake Berryessa. Our journey begins on December 20th, 1968, on Lake Herman Road, where high school students Betty Lou Jensen and David Faraday were found shot dead in their car. 6 months later, another couple, Darlene Farron and Mike Mageau, were shot in a parking lot in Blue Rock Springs Park. Mageau survived, but Farron didn't. The terror escalated on September 27, 1969, at Lake Berryessa. This time, the Zodiac attacked Brian Hartnell and Cecilia Shepard while they were picnicking. Shepard later succumbed to her injuries. The last confirmed victim was cab driver Paul Stein, shot point-blank in the head on October 11, 1969, in the upscale Presidio Heights neighborhood of San Francisco. In each case, the method was different, the locations varied, but what linked these horrific crimes were the cryptic letters and ciphers that the Zodiac sent to various newspapers. These letters weren't just confessions. They were puzzles filled with cryptic symbols, taunts aimed at the police, and threats of more violence to come. The hunt for the Zodiac Killer was one of the most extensive manhunts in American history, involving numerous law enforcement agencies and a collection of dedicated individuals. Among them were Detective Dave Toschi from the San Francisco Police Department, famed for his relentless pursuit of the killer, and Inspector Bill Armstrong, known for his meticulous approach. Over the years, there were many leads and suspects. Some were questioned and released, others remained persons of interest for years. Despite the abundance of theories and suspects, definitive proof remained elusive. To crack the case, investigators employed advanced forensic techniques of the time. Fingerprint analysis, DNA testing, and handwriting analysis were all used in an attempt to unmask the Zodiac. Perhaps one of the most fascinating aspects of the investigation revolved around the Zodiac's ciphers. 4 complex codes were sent to the press. Only 2 have been definitively solved. Code breakers, both amateur and professional, have pored over these ciphers for decades, seeking a breakthrough that could reveal the Zodiac's identity or offer insight into his motives. Despite the plethora of evidence and countless hours of investigation, the Zodiac Killer's identity remains a mystery. However, over the years, several individuals have emerged as prime suspects. Perhaps the most well-known is Arthur Lee Allen. A convicted child molester with a criminal record, Allen became a person of interest due to several circumstantial connections to the crimes. From his possession of a Zodiac brand watch to his peculiar knowledge of bloody knots similar to those used in the Lake Berryessa attack, the evidence against Allen was compelling, yet not definitive. Then there was Richard Gaikowski, a journalist who had lived in the Bay Area during the murders and had an uncanny resemblance to the composite sketch of the Zodiac. Despite compelling claims from colleagues about Gaikowski's suspicious behavior and possible links to the Zodiac's letters, concrete evidence linking him to the murders was never found. Another suspect was Earl Van Best Jr., who was accused posthumously by his own son. His son claimed that a handwriting expert found similarities between his father's handwriting and the Zodiac's letters. However, despite these allegations, many experts have dismissed this theory due to lack of supporting evidence. Despite the numerous suspects and theories, none have been definitively linked to the crimes. The lack of conclusive evidence has kept the Zodiac Killer's identity shrouded in mystery. The Zodiac Killer case has spawned countless theories over the years, probing into the identity and motivations of this infamous figure. Some believe the Zodiac was a disgruntled military man, pointing to the killer's apparent knowledge of codes and ciphers. Others suggest he may have been a police officer or a journalist, given his knack for staying one step ahead of investigators. The elusive nature of the Zodiac has also permeated popular culture, becoming the subject of numerous movies, books, and TV shows. From David Fincher's critically acclaimed film, Zodiac, to countless true crime novels and documentaries, the case continues to captivate audiences around the globe. But why does the Zodiac Killer case continue to fascinate us? Perhaps it's the cryptic letters and ciphers, the audacious taunts to the police, or simply the unresolved nature of the case. What we do know is that as long as the Zodiac Killer's identity remains a mystery, the theories, speculation, and our collective fascination will persist. The mystery of the Zodiac Killer has endured for over half a century, leaving a chilling legacy that continues to captivate. Despite the passage of time, the case is far from forgotten. Ongoing efforts by law enforcement and amateur sleuths alike keep the hunt for the Zodiac alive. With advancements in technology and forensic science, there's always the potential for new breakthroughs. As cold cases around the world are solved with newfound evidence, one can't help but hope that the Zodiac case might be next. But what about you? What are your thoughts on this enduring mystery? Do you have your own theories? We'd love to hear them. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the enigma that is the Zodiac Killer. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more intriguing content. Until next time, stay safe.